Welcome to Nest Abroad. Imagine if just a handful of states were powering the entire U.S. economy like a team of economic superheroes. In 2025, that's exactly what's happening. More than half of America's $29 trillion GDP comes from just a few powerhouse states, some generating more wealth than entire countries. But which states are leading the charge this year? In this video, we count down the top 10 richest states in America 2025, ranked by GDP, income per capita, and total economic output. From Wall Street's financial empire in New York to Silicon Valley's $4 trillion tech machine in California, and Texas pumping out over 1.7 billion barrels of oil annually, these states are the true backbone of the U.S. economy. We'll explore which states dominate finance, technology, energy, and manufacturing, and why they continue to attract billion-dollar businesses, skilled workers, and investors. Whether you're looking for the best states for business, job growth, or high standards of living, this video reveals the U.S. economic powerhouses shaping the nation's future. Stay tuned to discover which state holds the crown as America's #1 wealth generator, and why it might be the best place for your next big opportunity. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our daily breakdowns of the latest economic trends. Number 1. California, the $4.1 trillion giant of the U.S. economy. Topping the list is California, with a staggering $4.1 trillion GDP. Not just the richest state in America, but a global economic powerhouse. If California were its own country, it would rank as the 5th largest economy in the world, ahead of the United Kingdom and India. What fuels this colossal economy? Diversity and innovation. Silicon Valley alone contributes hundreds of billions annually, with tech titans like Apple, Google, Meta, and Netflix driving growth. California accounts for over 50% of the world's venture capital investments, making it the epicenter of global innovation. Hollywood keeps California's entertainment industry booming, producing billions in revenue and solidifying Los Angeles as the global capital for film, TV, and streaming content. Meanwhile, California's agriculture sector generates over $51 billion annually, supplying 1/3 of America's vegetables and 2/3 of its fruits and nuts. Aerospace and defense are major players too, with Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman leading cutting-edge research and production. With 39 million residents, California boasts one of the most educated workforces in the nation. Yes, the cost of living is high, with median home prices near $800,000. But people keep coming for the jobs, innovation, culture, and year-round sunshine. From Palo Alto's tech campuses to Burbank's studios and Long Beach's ports, California remains America's ultimate economic engine. Number 2. Texas, the $2.7 trillion economic powerhouse of America. Coming in at number 2 with a massive $2.7 trillion GDP, Texas is proving that everything really is bigger in the Lone Star State, including its economy. With over 30.5 million residents and one of the fastest-growing populations in the nation, Texas added more than 450,000 new residents between 2023 and 2025, making it a magnet for talent, business, and investment. One of Texas's biggest draws is its no-state income tax policy, which attracts both businesses and individuals looking for financial freedom. Texas is America's energy capital, leading the nation in crude oil production with over 1.7 billion barrels annually, while also dominating natural gas and becoming a leader in wind energy production. But Texas isn't just about oil and cattle. Austin, known as Silicon Hills, has emerged as one of America's top tech hubs, home to more than 6,500 tech companies, including Tesla, Oracle, and Apple. Houston powers the energy and aerospace sectors with NASA's Johnson Space Center, while Dallas-Fort Worth thrives as a financial and corporate headquarters hub. Agriculture remains a key contributor, with Texas leading the nation in cattle production and cotton output, adding over $25 billion annually to the economy. Despite rapid growth, the median home price remains under $330,000, keeping Texas relatively affordable. From oil fields to tech startups, cattle ranches to rocket launches, Texas is America's ultimate economic all-rounder. Number 3. New York, America's $2.3 trillion economic powerhouse. New York takes the bronze spot on this list, but stands at number 1 in financial influence with an astonishing $2.3 trillion GDP. If New York were its own country, it would rank among the top 10 largest economies in the world. That's how much money flows through the Empire State every year. At the heart of it all is New York City, the global hub for finance and commerce. Wall Street, the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, and NASDAQ handle trillions in trades daily, with the finance and insurance sector making up over 28% of the state's GDP. But New York's economy is far more than just finance. It's also a leader in media, healthcare, real estate, and technology. The state is home to NBC Universal, Warner Bros. Discovery, and research powerhouses like Cornell University and Mount Sinai. The healthcare sector employs over 1.3 million people, while biotech and life sciences are booming across the NYC metro area. Upstate New York plays a big role too, with Buffalo, Syracuse, and Albany driving growth in manufacturing, education, and renewable energy. With a GDP per capita of $117,000, highest in the U.S., and a median household income near $80,000, New York remains an economic giant. Yes, the cost of living in New York City is high, but the opportunities, energy, and innovation make New York the financial heartbeat of America. Number 4. Florida, the Sunshine State's $1.7 trillion economy. Florida isn't just about palm trees, beaches, and Disney vacations. It's an economic powerhouse with a staggering $1.7 trillion GDP, making it the 4th largest state economy in the U.S., home to over 22 million residents. Florida is the 3rd most populous state, and that population boom is driving explosive growth in jobs, housing, and consumer spending. Tourism remains a cornerstone of Florida's success, welcoming 137+ million visitors annually to hotspots like Orlando, Miami, and the Florida Keys. Disney World alone attracts 58 million guests per year, fueling billions in economic impact. But the state's economy is far more diverse than tourism alone. Florida is a global leader in aerospace and space exploration, thanks to the Kennedy Space Center and companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, which launch rockets and revenue from Cape Canaveral. International trade is booming too. Port Miami and Port Everglades rank among the busiest ports in the U.S., handling billions in goods, especially with Latin America and the Caribbean. Agriculture adds another $9 billion annually, with oranges, sugarcane, and tomatoes leading the way. And with no state income tax, Florida attracts retirees, remote workers, and high-income earners seeking a lower cost of living. Florida proves you can have sun, sand, and serious economic strength, making it one of the best states to live, work, and invest in 2025. Number 5. Washington, Pacific Northwest economic giant. At number 5, we head to the Pacific Northwest, where Washington State's economy is thriving with an impressive $860 billion GDP, ranking it among the richest states in America 2025. Even more impressive is its GDP per capita, one of the highest in the U.S., proving Washington is an economic powerhouse. The key driver? Technology and aerospace. Washington is home to global giants, Amazon, Microsoft, and Boeing, whose combined revenue fuels billions in economic output and tens of thousands of jobs. Seattle, often called the cloud capital of the world, is a hotbed for tech startups and innovation. Aerospace keeps Washington on the global stage. Boeing's presence makes it a leading aerospace manufacturing hub, and the state exports over $50 billion annually, ranking it among the top U.S. exporters. Its main trading partners include Canada, China, and Japan. Agriculture adds balance to the economy. Washington leads the U.S. in apple production, over 10 billion apples yearly, and is a top producer of wine, hops, and wheat. With no state income tax, high-paying jobs, and one of the strongest economies in the nation, Washington attracts talent and investors alike. Despite high sales taxes, its mix of innovation, trade, and natural resources makes it a true economic powerhouse. 2025. Rain or shine. Number 6. Ohio, the economic backbone of the Midwest. At number 6, we find Ohio, a state with a powerhouse $933 billion GDP and one of the most balanced economies in the nation. With a population of 11.8 million, Ohio blends manufacturing strength, healthcare innovation, and education-driven growth, making it a true Midwest economic leader. Manufacturing is still Ohio's backbone, employing over 680,000 workers. The state ranks third nationally in automotive manufacturing, producing car parts, aerospace components, steel, and plastics. Cities like Toledo and Dayton remain major manufacturing hubs, fueling billions in economic output. But Ohio is more than factories. The state is a healthcare and biotech juggernaut, home to world-class institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and Ohio Health, which employ nearly 900,000 people and contribute tens of billions annually. Columbus, the state capital, is a hub for research and innovation thanks to Ohio State University, one of the largest public universities in the U.S. Meanwhile, Cleveland and Cincinnati boast expanding financial sectors with strong fintech and global investment growth. Ohio's affordability is unmatched, with a median home price under $225,000 and a median household income of $66,000, making it one of the best states for families and remote workers in 2025. Quietly but powerfully, Ohio is the economic backbone of the Midwest, combining industry, innovation, and opportunity, and it's thriving. Number 7. Illinois, the economic heart of the Midwest. Coming in at number 7 is Illinois, boasting a massive $1.1 trillion GDP and ranking as one of the wealthiest states in America 2025. With a population of 12.6 million, Illinois is a Midwestern economic powerhouse, and much of that success centers around Chicago, which contributes more than 80% of the state's GDP. Chicago is a global financial hub, home to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME Group, and the Chicago Board of Trade, where trillions in commodities are traded annually. But finance is just one piece of Illinois' economic puzzle. Manufacturing remains a major driver, producing everything from machinery and chemicals to food products. Illinois is also the largest soybean producer in the U.S., adding billions to its agricultural economy each year. Transportation is another key strength. With O'Hare International Airport serving over 80 million passengers annually and one of the nation's largest rail networks, Illinois is a logistical hub for coast-to-coast commerce. Education and healthcare thrive here as well, with world-class institutions like University of Chicago, Northwestern University, and Rush Medical Center leading innovation. Illinois is home to 37 Fortune 500 companies, including Boeing, Caterpillar, and Allstate. With a median household income of $75,000 and average home prices around $260,000, Illinois blends agricultural roots, financial might, and modern innovation to remain the beating heart of the Midwest economy. Number 8. New Jersey, America's underrated economic powerhouse. New Jersey may be famous for diners, the Jersey Shore, and Bruce Springsteen, but it's also one of the richest states in America 2025, boasting an impressive $853 billion GDP. With just 9.3 million residents, the Garden State punches far above its weight economically, ranking as the 10th wealthiest state by GDP. Its success comes down to location and industry. Positioned between New York City and Philadelphia, New Jersey benefits from access to two of the East Coast's largest economic hubs while maintaining its own thriving economy. The state is home to 20-plus Fortune 500 companies, including Johnson & Johnson, Merck, and Prudential Financial, making it a top U.S. biotech and pharmaceutical hub. The Port of New York and New Jersey is the second busiest port in the U.S., moving over 8 million TEUs annually and fueling billions in trade. Add in Newark Liberty International Airport, a major air cargo hub, and New Jersey becomes a global logistics powerhouse. Residents also enjoy prosperity with a median household income of $97,000, far above the national average. Despite high property taxes, the state's top-rated public schools and healthcare system make it one of the best places to live for families and professionals. Number 9. Pennsylvania, the keystone of the U.S. economy. At number 9, we spotlight Pennsylvania, a state whose economy recently crossed the $1 trillion GDP mark, securing its place among the richest states in America 2025. With a population of 12.9 million, the Keystone State blends history, healthcare, education, and energy into a powerful, profitable mix. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are the twin economic engines. Philadelphia drives finance, biotech, and healthcare, hosting major players like University of Pennsylvania, Comcast, and Jefferson Health. Over in Pittsburgh, once known as the Steel City, the economy has reinvented itself with a focus on robotics, healthcare, and advanced manufacturing, anchored by UPMC and Carnegie Mellon University. Energy is where Pennsylvania truly shines. Thanks to the Marcellus Shale, it ranks among the top natural gas producers in the U.S., pumping billions of cubic feet daily, creating thousands of jobs and boosting state revenue. Agriculture also plays a major role, contributing $7+ billion annually. Pennsylvania leads the nation in mushroom production with over 500 million pounds grown each year, and is a top producer of dairy, poultry, and apples. With a median household income of $72,000 and average home prices under $260,000, Pennsylvania offers a mix of affordable living and strong economic opportunity. Tradition and innovation make it a true economic powerhouse 2025. Number 10. Georgia, the Southern economic powerhouse. At number 10, we head to the south to spotlight Georgia's booming economy, which boasts an impressive $889 billion GDP, making it one of the richest states in America 2025. Known for its southern charm, Georgia is also a fast-growing economic hub with a diverse economy and strong job market. At the heart of Georgia's success is Atlanta, a metro area of over 6 million people and a major corporate command center. More than 16 Fortune 500 companies, including Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, Home Depot, and UPS, are headquartered here, driving billions in revenue and creating a steady stream of high-paying jobs. Transportation is one of Georgia's greatest assets. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport remains the busiest airport in the world, handling 100+ million passengers annually and connecting Georgia to global markets, which has made Atlanta a magnet for international business. Georgia is also the Hollywood of the South, with over 400 TV shows and films shot here in 2024 alone, thanks to lucrative tax incentives, adding billions to the state economy. Agriculture remains a vital pillar, with Georgia leading in poultry, peanuts, and pecans, contributing $70+ billion annually. With a population of 11 million, a median income of $71,000, and relatively affordable housing, Georgia is a top destination for businesses, investors, and new residents seeking growth. And there you have it. The top 10 richest states in America for 2025, each one proving that the U.S. economy is driven by innovation, industry, and incredible diversity. From California's tech and entertainment dominance to Texas's energy empire and New York's financial firepower, these states are shaping the future of jobs, business, and opportunity. But here's the big question. Which state do you think will climb even higher in the next few years? Or could a new contender break into the top 10? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your predictions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our daily breakdowns of the latest economic trends. We'll see you again tomorrow at the same time with another data-driven deep dive.